네. 자, 이어서 우리 김한일 샌프란시스코 베이지역 한인회장님 나오셔서 환영사 해주시겠습니다.
Just in case you didn't know, he is not alive today, but now we have welcome remarks by Dr. Jonathan Kim, President of San Francisco and Bay Area Korea Center.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Jonathan Kim. On behalf of the Jin-deok and Kyung-Kim Foundation and the San Francisco Bay Area Korea Center, it's an honor to welcome you all to the opening ceremony of the San Francisco Bay Area Korea Center. I would like to express my sincere appreciation to all the donors who made our dream come true. Thanks to your support and donations, we have been able to complete our renovation of the handsome historical building at 745 Buchanan Street, only a 10 to 15 minute away walk from the Asian Art Museum and City Hall. We gratefully acknowledge the visionary, generous donors who supported our campaign for the San Francisco Bay Area Korea Center 2022 to 2024, helping us to construct this center, thereby creating an enduring legacy for the Koreans in the United States. Today, I'm here to celebrate with you the opening of the new San Francisco Bay Area Korea Center, which opened after 2 years of construction. The San Francisco Bay Area is a very special place for Koreans. 121 years ago, 102 Koreans left Incheon, Korea, arrived in Hawaii. Next, they came to San Francisco to work. Due to the language barrier, they could only perform manual labor. However, they donated 10, 20, up to 50% of their income to support Korea's independence movement. Dosan An-chang-ho was a Korean independence activist and a leader of a Korean immigrant community. On March 23, 1908, Durham Stevenson was assassinated by Jang In-han, Chung Myung-eun 의사, after publicly claiming that Korea was better off under Japanese occupation. This instance sparks the Korea's independence movement. 샌프란시스코 베이 지역은 우리 독립운동지의 성지입니다. 샌프란시스코 베이 에리아는 우리 한인 이민 역사의 중심이자 맹주입니다. 71 years ago, the Korea was an underdeveloped country. Its annual income was just $67 per capita, less than 18 cents per day. 71 years later, the Korea's economy ranks 10th in the world. The Korea is one of the powerhouses globally. Because of that reason, people around the world love Korea's 5,000-year culture, history, drama, music, food, cosmetic surgery, and cosmetic makeup. This impressive achievement was made possible because of our patriarch forefathers who made numerous sacrifices for the country and its people. The San Francisco and Bay Area Korea Center is using AR, VR, AI technology to recreate our patriarch forefathers' great achievement and great minds. I believe that this is our duty to educate the generations of today about the greatness of Korea, creating the Korean wave Hallyu. The San Francisco and Bay Area Korea Center will serve as a multiplex cultural hub for audience that provide a window into Korean art, music, film, history, language, literature, and cuisine. Also, the center will provide a lunch program for the seniors and program for the elderly, for transportation for the elderly. 36 years ago, 100-year-old building was purchased for the San Francisco Bay Area Korea Center. The remodeling will cost $4 million. The Jin-deok and Kyung-Kim Foundation donated $1 million. The Korean government donated $500,000. January 2023 to now, we have collected more than $2.9 million, total $3.6 million. This is a great news, but we still need additional $400,000 to complete the remodeling of the San Francisco Bay Area Korea Center. 항상 앞에서 끌어주시고 뒤에서 밀어주시는 모든 북가주 한인 여러분께 다시 한번 머리 숙여 감사 말씀드리고 싶습니다. Thank you so much for your attention. Please enjoy the rest of today's event. Thank you.
네, 이어지는 순서는 부임하신 지가 얼마 되시지 않았습니다. 임종택 샌프란시스코 총영사님 나오셔서 축사해 주시겠습니다.
Next, we'll have congratulatory remarks from Jung Taek Lim. He's the Consul General in San Francisco.
Honorable London Bridge, Mayor of San Francisco, 김한일 샌프란시스코 한인회장님과 북가주 동포 여러분, 샌프란시스코에 부임해서 처음으로 인사 올립니다. 임정택 총영사입니다. 미국 서부의 중심지인 샌프란시스코에서 동포 여러분들을 위해 일할 수 있게 돼서 무한한 영광으로 생각합니다. 앞으로 우리 대한민국의 국익경쟁과 동포 사회의 발전을 위해 최선의 노력을 다하겠습니다. 우리 동포 사회와 정부가 한마음으로 뜻을 모아 정개축한 샌프란시스코 한인회관이 개관하게 되어 매우 기쁘게 생각합니다. 여러 어려움 속에서도 추철한 책임감과 전문성을 바탕으로 한인회관 보수공사를 성공적으로 이끌어주신 김한일 회장님께 감사의 말씀을 드립니다. 부임한 지 얼마 안 되지만 우리 한민족에게 특별한 역사적 의미가 있고 전 세계의 혁신과 변화를 선도하는 중심지에 살고 있다는 자부심과 긍지를 느낄 수 있었습니다. 이제 이러한 정신을 후세에게 전승해야 할 막중한 책임이 우리에게 있습니다. 오늘 개관식을 계기로 한인 1.5세대에 해당하시는 김한일 한인회장님께서 한인 2세대와 3세대를 아우르는 세대 통합협 리더십을 발휘해 주실 것으로 믿습니다. 그러한 만남과 교류 장이 이곳 한인회관에서 펼쳐질 것이며 김한일 한인회장님의 말씀과 같이 베이지역 모든 한인 동포들을 아우르는 화합 장소로 활용될 것입니다. 샌프란시스코와 베이지역 한인회가 새롭게 개관된 한인회관을 통해 미국 내 한인의 권익과 정치력을 신장하고 자라나는 세대들에게 마음껏 활동할 수 있는 공간을 제공하며 더 나아가 한미 동맹 관계를 발전시켜 나가는 데도 일익을 담당해 주실 것으로 믿습니다. 샌프란시스코 한인회관 개관을 다시 한번 축하드립니다. 이미 설날이 지났습니다만 2024년 갑진년 청룡후 새해 복 많이 받으시고 참석하신 모든 분들의 건강과 행복을 기원합니다. 감사합니다.
이제 본격적으로 주류사회 내빈 축사 듣기 전에 축하 메시지를 보내주신 분들 명단만 여러분께 잠깐 소개해 올리겠습니다.
We're going to have congratulatory messages from various leaders of our society, and we'll introduce them one by one.
네, 미셸 스틸박 연방하원 의원 보내오셨습니다.
Congresswoman Michelle Steele Park.
이기철 재외 동포청장님.
Ki-chul Lee, Minister of Overseas Korean Agency.
네, 오세훈 서울특별시장님도 보내오셨습니다.
Se-hun Oh, Mayor of Seoul, Korea.
네, 유정복 인천광역시장님도 메시지 보내오셨습니다.
Jung-bok Yoo, Mayor of Incheon, Korea.
민족화해협력보험국민협의회 이종걸 대표님 보내오셨습니다.
Jong-go Lee, Representative for Korean Council for Reconciliation and Cooperation.
네, 마지막으로 김홍걸 국회의원께서도 보내오셨습니다.
And last but not least, Hong-go Kim, Member of Congress of Korea.
네, 자 주류사회 네 분들 축사 순서입니다. 맨 먼저 런던 브리드 샌프란시스코 시장님 나오셔서 축사해 주시겠습니다.
Next, we'll have congratulatory messages from leaders of various groups and communities of California. And first, we'll have Mayor of San Francisco, London Breed, come up. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. It is so great to be here with all of you to celebrate this extraordinary milestone, this rehabilitation of a center that has truly been remarkable, not just for the Korean community here in San Francisco and the Bay Area, but for the Western Addition community, the Hayes Valley community. This has been a really special place for me personally. I grew up in this neighborhood, and in fact, my grandfather lived right across the street from this facility. I remember back in the 80s and the 90s, we were experiencing a lot of challenges in this community. But what I appreciate most is the fact that we came together as a community and we worked to solve some of our most pressing problems, especially around the violence that existed here, the gun violence in particular that existed here for so long. I appreciate the Korean community opening up their doors and becoming a community partner. And I was able to do the same thing when at one point, before this amazing remodel, the African American Art and Culture Complex, not too far from here, I was the executive director, and we hosted on a regular basis, Saturday mornings, our Korean seniors who really enjoy the interactions with our community. They may not have been able to communicate in English, but the ability to dance with one another, to eat with one another, it builds significant bridges between the African American community and our Korean community in San Francisco. I want to say to our new Consul General, Lim, welcome to San Francisco. We're so honored and happy to have you here. And I want to say to Dr. Kim, his amazing work to raise the funds to help rehabilitate this space. This is extraordinary. I have been in this space for many, many years. And when I walk through the doors to see how much light, how much love, how much excitement this space represents, it was extraordinary. So everyone who has had a hand in making this possible should be really proud of the work that it has done to truly be a beacon of hope for the city and county of San Francisco. Thank you, Dr. Kim, for your leadership and your amazing work on this facility and how it will continue to shed a lot of light and hope for the people in the surrounding community as well. We are excited because just last year, during the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation, we welcomed not only your president, but a huge delegation from Korea. It was a magical time for San Francisco, and the opening today just really signifies the significant progress that we have made and how much excitement this means for the future of San Francisco, and in particular for our Korean community. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of this. And Dr. Kim, at this time, I would like to present you with a certificate recognizing this extraordinary milestone. Thank you, everyone, so much for being here today.
네, 감사합니다. 자, 이어서 피오나마 캘리포니아주 재무장관님 나오셔서 축사해 주시겠습니다.
Thank you, Mayor Breed. Next up, we have California State Treasurer Fiona Ma.
Thank you very much. It's an honor to be here with Consul General Lim, many distinguished guests, of course, Dr. Jonathan Kim and his lovely sister Soon. I remember when I first met Dr. Kim and his sister through our esteemed judges, Judge Lillian Singh and Judge Julie Tang, through their Comfort Women Justice Coalition. And they were so proud to be a part of the Kim family and to have the support and friendship. And years later, it has transcended to this amazing place. And I know that Dr. Kim and Soon, they worked so hard to get this place open so that the President of Korea and the First Lady would come and be the honored guests in this amazing hall. I want to thank the mayor, London Breed, as well as our sheriff, Paul Miyamoto, for really coming in at the last minute and making sure that the surroundings were clean and welcoming for everyone who came here for APAC. And so this center is a tribute to everyone who has participated. We thank Dr. Kim and Soon for their leadership and just the pride of having this amazing center that will serve not only our next generation, but our adults, our families, and our seniors is very much needed and appreciated. So congratulations, everyone. And I have a certificate of honor to Dr. Jonathan Kim and his sister, Soon.
네, 고맙습니다. 자, 이어서 필팅 캘리포니아 주 하원 의원님 나오시겠습니다.
Thank you, Treasurer Ma. Next, we'll have Assembly Member for District 19, Phil Ting.
Thank you very much for allowing me to join you in this amazing opening ceremony. I was here a few weeks ago getting a tour from Soon and Dr. Kim and just seeing this amazing renovation. I really appreciate your leadership in really understanding how the Korean community in particular in San Francisco is underserved and taking the lead and making sure that we are doing right by the Korean community and having greater services and really serving in particular our seniors. We have an aging population, and especially in our Asian culture, we have to take care of our elders. It's something that's very, very important, and we want to make sure they not only can age in dignity, but that they can age in love and support in this community. And so what better place than this amazing San Francisco Bay Area Korea Center than to be here and get services, really be able to share Korean culture, but also to be a hub to make sure that San Francisco and our AAPI community really work hand in hand with the Korea Center to make sure that our community is very, very strong. So I just want to thank, again, Dr. Kim, Soon, have you both come up. We have some proclamations from the state and just really congratulating you for all the amazing work. Thank you so much.
네, 감사합니다. 네, 지금부터는 이제 좀 진행을 원활하게 하기 위해서 이 그룹으로 올라오셔서 스피치를 듣게 됐습니다.
Next, for the interest of time, we'll call up groups of speakers to come up. So when your name is called, please come to the stage and give short speeches.
맨 먼저 올라오실 분은 줄리 탱 전 샌프란시스코 고등법원 판사님, 패트릭 탐슨 샌프란시스코 고등법원 판사님, 그리고 마이클 베거트 샌프란시스코 고등법원 판사님 세 분이 올라오십니다.
Next, we have San Francisco Superior Court judges Julie Tang, Patrick Thompson, and Michael Begert.
안녕하세요. It is such an honor to be here, to be among my Korean American friends. But it's even a greater honor to be participating in this event with Dr. Kim, Soon-ran Kim, and members of the Jin-Dak Kun-Suk Kim Foundation. You know, through the building of the Comfort Women Memorial at St. Mary's Square, I have become a family of the Korean American community, and they have been my family. Since then, I think I've visited Korea twice a year at least. I have now friends in Korea. When I get off Seoul, I know exactly where to go. And I am just so proud to see a little bit of the Korean solidarity here in this building. You know, Dr. Kim and Soon Ram really represents the empowerment of the community, the dedication and struggle to empower Korean American community as well as the broader community. And I'm honored to be a part of them and to stand with them. They are really good people, they are loyal, they're true friends, and they're the only ones that I really trust to do anything with. So, you know, we're family, right, Soon? Jonathan, we're family. And today I finally get to meet your wonderful son. So thank you so much for including me, and we'll continue the solidarity between the Korean and Chinese community. And I'm also very honored to stand up here with my two judge friends, and they are Patrick Thompson and Michael Baggett, and they are running to keep their seats. So I hope you remember them and vote for them on the ballot. They're good judges. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Judge Patrick Thompson. Thank you for the opportunity to greet you. I'm a neighbor. I've lived and worked in San Francisco for 30 years. And seeing this neighborhood, which used to be called the Fillmore, and thinking about the intersection of cultures that this represents, this rehabilitation is not only a tribute to the perseverance of the Korean community, it demonstrates the commitment that you have to San Francisco. I want to assure you that I am committed to the city and to all of you, and I love the fact that it's not just a historical reflection, but it's also a celebration of food and culture and art. And the Fillmore was known as a vibrant jazz community, and so I was struck when I came in and saw the tribute to BTS as we came in. I think what that shows is that we're current and we're moving forward, and I am delighted to be here and celebrating with you and congratulate you on this accomplishment, and thank you for this contribution to our community.
My name's Michael Beggard. Thank you very much for the honor of being here to help you celebrate this beautiful building. I've always felt that the way to promote prosperity and mutual understanding is a shared comprehension of history and culture. And look at this fabulous space with the beautiful aesthetics, the history, the fantastic Korean technology. This is really a tribute to your entire community, to the Kim family, to the Korean American community. You should be very proud of yourselves. This is what you deserve. This is the community you belong to. And I want to thank you for making this incredible contribution to San Francisco. Thank you.
네, 고맙습니다. 자, 이번에도 세 분이 올라오시겠습니다. 아론 패스킨 샌프란시스코 슈퍼바이저 위원회 의장님과 딘 패스톤 슈퍼바이저님, 그리고 카니찬 슈퍼바이저님, 이렇게 세 분이 올라오시겠습니다.
Thank you, judges. Next, we'll have President of the San Francisco Board of Supervisors, District 3, Aaron Paskin, Dean Preston, San Francisco Supervisor for District 5, and Connie Chan, San Francisco Supervisor for District 1.
Good afternoon. Consul General Lim, President Dr. Jonathan Kim, to the distinguished members of the Bay Area Korean community, to, of course, my fellow elected officials and colleagues from the Board of Supervisors, to our two Korean San Francisco Police Department captains, Captain Kim and Captain Im, I want to say, as the son of a Korean war veteran, as a repeat visitor to Korea who enjoys the food, the art, the culture, and yes, BTS, as a Bay Area native who grew up in Hebrew school and remember and know about the history of this edifice as a Hebrew school, I want to add my words of congratulations and welcome in the auspicious year of the Blue Dragon. We are delighted.
Thank you. I'm Dean Preston, District 5 Supervisor. I think for everyone who has been here before, we are all amazed right now at how this center has been transformed. So it is an honor to be with you today, Consul General Lim, Dr. Kim, Soon, and all my fellow electeds and community leaders. Congratulations on this incredible accomplishment. And I want to emphasize one thing in addition to what my colleague just spoke about, and that is, as the supervisor that has the honor of representing this district where this center is, I can tell you that the commitment of Dr. Kim, of the entire leadership and community that is involved in donating to and making this possible. The commitment to the community is not just the commitment to Koreans and to Korean Americans here in San Francisco and in the Bay Area, but to this community in Hayes Valley, in the Western Addition, and in San Francisco. And I have seen that. I saw that when we were desperately looking for a place to hold a meeting, a forum, to educate low-income renters about their rights, and to hold we knew there would be many people, we didn't know where to go. And I remember the hallways where construction had begun, and even with a state of construction, we were welcomed here, and community members, the lowest income people in our community, were welcomed here to learn about how to get repairs in their homes and how to get help. And I'll always remember as we walked down wood planks that were laid out in that hallway while it was under construction, that even construction would not stop this center from serving the community. So thank you for your focus, which I know has continued. And when we've toured here during the construction, every time Dr. Kim and Soon make a point of saying how this space will be so important for the Korean American community here, but also for other people to learn about Korea and the experience of Korean Americans here, and a place where everyone in this community will be welcome. So thank you so much for everything you do for the community. I have a certificate of honor for you as well.
안녕하세요. My name is Connie Chan. I am District 1 Supervisor, also now as the only, AAPI member on the Board of Supervisors, but I proudly represent all AAPI communities in San Francisco. And I just want to say that, for a very long time, even as a Chinese Americans, over times in San Francisco, we're so diverse as Asian American community that I want to say for the last decades, however long, I've been using an iPhone. But seeing that the Korean Americans and my friends and culture, I now actually use a Samsung. It's a great phone. But let me just say with that, it means that we are together. It doesn't matter where we were born, and now we're here as an Asian American community. We are together, and especially in the last few years together that we've been fighting the pandemic, fighting anti-hate sentiments. But let me also tell you this, not as someone that has been working with our board president, Supervisor Aaron Peskin, fighting to preserve Chinatown, and been the supervisor that working with Supervisor Dean Preston, fighting to preserve Japantown, to make sure that Asian Americans has a roots and that we have a place to call home. We know that we are proud of our merchants, we're proud of our culture and our music, we're out there, but nothing compares when we actually have a place called home, a community center that we can gather, speak our language and eat our food and be proud of who we are. And we need that safe space. And today, thanks to Dr. Kim and thanks to his family and everyone here, now Korean Americans really have a home and be safe here and that can gather. So for that, I'm just so grateful for all of you. 감사합니다.
참고로 이 딘 프레스톤 이 감독관은 이 우리 한인 이 코리아 센터가 있는 헤이스밸리 5구역을 담당하고 있는 슈퍼바이저입니다. 네, 감사합니다. 네. 자, 이번에 또 두 분이 올라오시게 되겠는데요. 폴 미야모토 샌프란시스코 칩 셰리프님하고 버클리 에이펙 연구센터 소장이신 비노드 알가벌 교수님이 올라오시겠습니다.
Next, we'll have San Francisco Chief of Sheriff Paul Miyamoto and Professor Vinod Agarwal of UC Berkeley, go Bears, distinguished professor and also director of Asian Pacific Economic Studies Center. Please come up. Thank you.
We'll make our remarks very brief. Mine actually started with good morning, but now I'm going to say good afternoon. On behalf of all of public safety here in San Francisco, it's key and very important that we have the collective support of the community. And part of that support comes in the form of centers and locations that we can bring people together. And I think it's very important coming from many parts of the Asian American community. I'm Japanese, Chinese, my wife is Pinay, and my daughter is a member of a Korean military unit called the BTS Army, where she's learned Korean instead of any of our other languages. So it's a representation of how our communities do come together, as has been mentioned by many others here this morning in our remarks. And the safety component, keeping our communities safe, whether it's our elder members or members in general, is a key component of that. And that's one that we do very well in the justice system, one we do very well out on the streets. The captains here today that represent the police department are a part of our partnership where we try to keep everyone safe in the community. So I thank Dr. Kim, Soon, both of you, for having the vision to create a space that intersects the culture, the diversity of Korean American community, bridging the generations. Also, being in a space that is in close proximity to all of these different locations that have been mentioned makes it easier for us all to come together. And very impressed by the technology represented here today. Very impressed by the growth that the community has seen through the years, and looking forward to joining collectively all of our communities in that growth to represent AAPI community the way it should be represented here in San Francisco. So please come up here. I have 2 get out of jail free cards for you. I'm sorry, I said that in front of judges. I shouldn't have done that. But on behalf of the
네, 아르가왈 교수님.
Professor Agarwal.
Thank you very much. It's an honor and privilege to stand before you today to celebrate the grand reopening of the San Francisco and Bay Area Korea Center. This momentous occasion marks not just the unveiling of a renewed building, but the opening of a vibrant new chapter in the story of the community. As an Indian American, I strongly appreciate the importance of maintaining one's heritage. Today, I am an honorary Korean, or at least I feel like one. We owe a debt of gratitude to the visionaries such as Dr. Kim and Surun Kim, other benefactors listed in your program, there's so many, and tireless workers who transformed this dream into a reality. Their dedication reminds us that great achievements are not the work of individuals, but are the work of the collective effort of a community. This center is more than just a space for cultural events and educational programs. It is a sanctuary where the rich tapestry of Korean culture can be shared with the wider community fostering understanding, appreciation, and respect among different groups. I'm sorry I didn't bring a certificate, but I'm very pleased to be part of this occasion. Thank you, Dr. Kim and Dr. Rin.
네, 감사합니다. 자, 이어서 두 분 모시겠습니다. 데이비드 리 중국계 미국인 유권자 교육위원회 이사장이 나오시고요. 케빈 박 산타클라라 부시장님 두 분 올라오시겠습니다.
Thank you, Chief Miyamoto and Professor Agarwal. Next, we'll have David Lee, Executive Director of Chinese American Voters Education Committee, and Vice Mayor of Santa Clara, Kevin Park.
I'm here. I'm David Lee, the Executive Director of the Chinese American Voters Education Committee, and I've been working with Dr. Kim on helping to register Korean Americans to vote. In the Chinese community, when I started, Chinese Americans were less than 10% of the registered voters in San Francisco. Today, collectively, Asian Americans are over 20% of the registered voters in this city. So it is my great pleasure to join Dr. Kim and Soon and all of you in urging everybody to register to vote on March 5th. There's an election just a few weeks away. And I look forward to working with all of you. Thank you.
안녕하세요. 케빈 파크입니다. 네, 반갑습니다. 올 때 사람 누가 나한테 안 추워? 뚱뚱한 사람은 어떻게 추워요? 그래서 파킹 조금 몰래 하고 뛰니까 괜찮습니다. 네. So I also want to thank everyone that came. I mean, we have a lot of elected officials, a lot of esteemed guests. I really appreciate that you've come to give a little bit of solemnity to this event and to the Korean people. It's very rare that I see non-Korean politicians at Korean events. As a Korean, as I think the only Korean American politician outside of school board in the Bay Area, I go to a lot of Indian events, I go to a lot of Chinese events, I go to a lot of Vietnamese events, I go to a lot of different events, and I see a lot of different people. And this is one of the first times that I see lots of American people, lots of politicians from all backgrounds here. And I want to tell the Korean people that have come, thank you very much for coming as well, which is we give you the opportunity for an event, but it's you that makes the event possible. Thank you very much for this. I also want to say that this is what I really like, because the Korean people need to understand that the allies, the friends, the BTS army, it's not just Korean people, right? We must acknowledge and accept that Korean support comes from everyone, right? From everyone. And I think this is something. I also know that if I joined the Korean army, the BTS army, my Korean would be a little bit better as well. I think I've learned that today. But I want to thank Dr. Kim. I want to thank everyone here for acknowledging not just this event, but the fact that the Korean people have a place to gather. Like, we have two major holidays in Korean culture. We have Lunar New Year, which we are experiencing now, and we have Chuseok, which is the Harvest Moon Festival. And although these are pretty common across many cultures, it's very rare that we have a place to gather. And so I want to thank you not for just the building, but for an address, for a place, for a point that Korean people can come. And I would like to invite all of the friends that we have made today and all the people that are honorary Koreans, not just for today, but from this time, to come. I would love to see you here again. Again, thank you very much. Thank you very much for everyone that's coming. Thank you very much for Ms. Soon as well. Happy New Year.
네, 고맙습니다. 자, 이것으로 주류사회 내빈들의 축사 순서를 모두 마치겠습니다.
Thank you, Director Lee and Vice Mayor Park. And that'll end the congratulatory remarks. And we will begin our next program.